So you continue on sewing until you reach at the center, almost to the center. After you've cut, you don't throw the remaining piece. So the remaining piece, you don't throw it, you keep on using it until the position, until the level that you need to reach with the short weave. Now after we are through with sewing the short weave, now we are going to move to the second level where we have the longer weave which is longer than the previous short one that we've been using. So we are going to continue on sewing it the same from the same side towards the other side, from the right side towards the left side. So I'm going to keep on sewing. So with the longer weave, the middle layer, the first layer we used to leave a small inch of the hair. Now we are going to leave a bigger, double the first size we were leaving. Then you cut it. So with the remaining piece, you continue. So with the remaining piece, you continue sewing until the level that you will want to have the middle layer. As you can see, we've balanced both sides from the right to the left side. So on the right side, you can see we are the same position where we've started. It's also the same position, but that we've ended. But in between, you can see some small pieces which we've been putting in between. This is to balance and achieve the pattern and the shape that we want of the weave. As you can see from the back, it's short, At the middle, it's longer, and also it has made a curve according to the shape of the head, all round towards the other side and towards the other side. Now we are going to put now the last portion of the weave, which we are going to start from one end towards the other end, all the way through up to where the weft, where we can see the weft at the lower position. After you throw with each and every session, starting from the smaller hair into the middle hair, it's good to balance, to check the balance of the weave through comping, so that you can see if the weave is well positioned on the hair, and to avoid it flipping or moving upward. So it's good to check if the weave is well in position. So after you've checked, now you can continue on weaving. Still, you are going to use the same one size of the weave. We are not going to use two. We're going to start with one. So you start from where the other weave has ended towards where the other weave has started. You continue on with the same process, but because now you're at the forehead, you make sure that you place your needle at an angle that you're so sure that it won't prick into the client's scalp. So you place it into an angle that the needle will face you until you reach at the point where the other side of the weave had started. So after you reach there, you cut the weave. So you make sure that the weave lies on the lower part of the control to avoid it from making a different shape or which is not a required shape. After 2 days, when she starts combing her hair, so that it can still remain in the same position and style until she undoes the weave. So you cut the thread. So you still continue with the same process from one side, from the left side towards the right side. So you continue on until you reach at the end. So we'll see the finishing, how it will be. And now after you've gone like 3 lines with one strand, you're going to start using only still the same strand, but you're going to have to fold it whereby both the strands are facing each other. So you will hold one end and bring it together and make sure that they are lying on each other. So this is to achieve the desired style or hairstyle, whereby when you start combing the weave, it will bring the desired style that you want to achieve. Now we continue on sewing the weave, still from the one side where you had finished your work. one side of the weft of the weave towards the other side. So to avoid the hair tangling, like as you can see, when I'm pulling my weave, my thread, some of the hairs are being pulled towards where the thread is. So the best way is when you sew, you pull the thread and push it on top of your hand to avoid sewing both the weave together with the extension, the longer part of the weave. So you still go around, and still you maintain the same precautions to avoid pricking yourself or even pricking the client. Until you reach the other side of the weave, whereby we have the shorter weave. And also it's good to make a spherical shape as you're proceeding with your service, to avoid to make sure that the finishing that you are going to finish will go still the same with the shape of the client's head. So after you reach at the end, you cut and you make it a clear finish, whereby nobody can think it was a continuation. Then you cut the thread. You continue through the same process until you reach the finishing. So we are going to see when we get close in the continuation of the video, we're going to see how we're going to finish the weave. As you can see, we're almost coming to the end of our weaving. So first you comb to check if it has come to the shape that you wanted. You continue, you comb and see if it has come to the shape that you wanted. So as you can see, it is into the shape that we wanted. After you're through with combing, now you're going to take the final piece that you're going to make it go round until you have a circular finish. So the circular finish will make it not even visible to know where the weave had started, or you can't even see the weft at any given point. So now we're now going to flip it to make the weave face each other. We're just going to use both of them, but both of them will be facing the same direction. So this is facing towards the left direction. Even the second one is facing towards the second direction. So always it's good to knot your thread to avoid it running through the weft. So you bring it in a spherical shape. So you keep on making the spherical shape round until you finish, until you're done with the finishing. So you keep on breaking it until it's a very small circle. Now the finishing point where you're going to connect both sides. At that point you can cut the weave. And finish it completely. Still you have to make sure that the precautions are still kept to avoid pricking yourself, because at this place the finishing should appear very clean, and it's so easy to prick yourself. As you can see, it's hard to detect where the finishing is. So after you are through, you cut your thread. Before you cut it, you make sure it has gone through very carefully, and pull it where you can cut it and tie it where the knot won't be visible. And now we are done with the weaving. What has remained is to trim the weave, comb it, and then apply some vibrant sheen on it, and then comb it into our final look.